By the show of hands, raise up your hand if you've ever felt like,
I'm super good at solving difficult tactical puzzles, but I can't create or see those positions on my own games.
did your hand go up? Well, you are not alone, bud. Even mine was also up. There was a time when this was really frustrating me. I was like, how come only chess and chess.com my puzzle rating is above 2600, but I can barely apply my tactical skills on my games? After losing countless number of games, I told myself that I was going to solve this problem once and for all. Hence, after an intensive research, I came to a conclusion that there are 3 factors causing players to be good at solving tactical puzzles, but they can barely apply those skills in their games. Hi everyone, Coach Sipho here, and today we are going to explore these 3 demons that are causing more than 90% of players to be so good at solving tactical puzzles, but they cannot use those skills on their actual games. So without wasting any more time, let's dive into it. Reason number 1, most puzzles tell you what is going on in a given position. For example, they might tell you checkmate in 2 or you are winning a piece and so on. But in a real game, no one will give you a hint whatsoever. For instance, take a look at this position. In this position, it is black's turn, and black plays rook a to d8, putting a rook on an open file, which is a logical move. If you were playing a real game, more than 90% of players would spend less than 10 seconds in this position. They would realize their queen is in danger. So they would get out of danger by playing maybe queen c1 or rook 2 to d2. That's how most players play chess. Hence, that is why they are good at solving tactical puzzles, but they cannot apply those skills in their own games. But if someone would tap you on your shoulder just before you play your queen c1 or rook d2, saving your queen, and tell you that black just made a big blunder, therefore you are winning in this position as white. Believe it or not, without even telling you what is the best move, you would find the best move here as white, and you would win the game easily. So do you see where the problem lies? Most players have a mindset problem. When you are solving puzzles, you know by default that there must be a winning move. But when you play a chess game, an actual game, you don't have any clue that you are winning. So you just like play moves on autopilot without using the same thinking system you use when you are solving puzzles. By the way, I won't even tell you what is the winning move for white here, but I trust that you are good at solving tactical puzzles. So I already gave you a hint that white is winning in this position. So find the answer and let us know on the comment section what is the best move. Now that we've identified the first demon that prevents you from demonstrating your tactical genius in real games, let's help you with a solution. If you want to be super good at chess, you need a thinking system. A thinking system is an organized way of thinking, meaning after every opponent's move, there are certain things you think about in order before you make a decision. Most beginners and intermediates don't have a thinking system, but I can guarantee you all super strong players have a thinking system. Their thinking systems might not be exact, but all of them have a thinking system. Let me give you a quick overview of a thinking system. After each and every move, all strong players think this way. They will ask, what is the opponent up to? What are they attacking? For example, they will notice that the rook is attacking the queen. Now, players who are not so strong, their next step from here, they will say, since my opponent's last move is dangerous, I need to get out of danger. But super strong players don't think like that. After their first step, realizing that the opponent's move is dangerous, their second step is not to defend or run away from the danger. Their second step is to ignore the opponent's threat a little bit and think of their own offensive move. They focus on the counter attack, and only when the counter attack doesn't work, they will defend or get out of danger. You know what is surprising? Even beginners and intermediates think like strong players when they are solving puzzles, but when they are playing real games, they go back to their weak thinking system. So when they are playing a real game, they will apply the first step. Black is attacking me, and then they will simply get out of danger. But if they were solving a tactical puzzle, they would think like a strong player. After realizing that they are attacked, they wouldn't simply defend or run away. They would ignore the opponent's attack a little bit and focus on their own attack. So the solution to the first demon is that you need to think the same way when you are playing real games as when you are solving puzzles. When you are attacked, you don't just run away or defend, but you first look for your counter-attacking moves. Okay, now that we've eradicated demon number 1, let's go to demon number 2. As a chess coach who is coaching several schools, online academies, and private students, I feel guilty of feeding this demon. Our students cannot eradicate this demon because of us as chess coaches. As chess coaches, we teach students that a pawn is worth 1 point, a bishop 3 points, a knight 3 points, a rook 5 points, queen 9 points, and a king the whole game. Therefore, they grow up keeping all this information in mind, that a rook is 5 points, a knight is 3 points. In this position, white has a mating sequence, even though it is not forced, but white can actually take the pawn on g7 and checkmate black if it wasn't of that knight protecting that pawn. So the simple thing that white needs to do is to capture that knight, removing the defender of the g7 pawn, so that after black recaptures, white would be able to checkmate. But of course, when we started teaching our students, we told them that the knight is worth 3 points and the rook is worth 5 points. So they wouldn't dare give up 5 points and take 3 points. After all, they are good at math. Of course, if they were solving a puzzle, they would take that knight and checkmate in seconds. But when they are playing a real game, no one will give them a hint or will tell them that there is a checkmate. And their subconscious mind would prevent them from giving up 5 points and taking 3 points. So that is the second demon. So in order to eradicate demon number 2, we need to remove human bias when we play chess. Yes, we must keep in mind that the rook is 5 points, the knight is 3 points. But if you play chess, you play according to the plan. First, you must know what needs to be done in a given position. 2, you must be willing to give up certain pieces in order to achieve your plan, regardless of the value of chess pieces. So remove human bias when you play chess. At least that is what Grandmaster Kosminov would say. Remove human bias. Now that we've eradicated demon number 1 and demon number 2, let's go to demon number 3. Demon number 3. Most players don't understand the roots or basis of tactics. They think that tactics happen out of vacuum. They think that tactics just fall from the sky. No. In order to be favored by tactics, activity of pieces is very important. If you look at this game, you will notice that white has 3 minor pieces developed and black has only 1. So black has been spending a lot of time moving pawns. This is actually one of my old games. I used to have this friend who would beat me game after game and after game. So what I did is that I bought a chess book, and the book was written by Golombek, if I remember. Yeah, it was written by Golombek. Who forgets their first ever chess book? So if you still remember the first chess book you read, please let us know on the comment section. Even though then I did not understand that white is favored by tactics because of the fact that he is ahead in development. He has a greater activity, 3 pieces developed against 1. I just memorized the position and I did not understand why this tactic worked. But now I understand that white is winning here because he's ahead in development. He has a greater activity. According to that book, in this position, you play knight takes e5. Of course, my friend who was beating me game after game thought, wow, this is another victory. This Sparta is losing a queen. So he took my queen. Not knowing that there is a forced checkmate after this, because white has bishop takes f7. The only move to get out of check is to play king e7. And after knight d5, sadly for black, it is a checkmate. So after winning this game, my old friend never wanted to play with me again. He was like, no, you study chess books, you are cheating. Chess, you need to think by yourself and not memorize and study books. But I was so excited. So guys, getting back to our topic, this is the third demon. When you play chess, most players don't activate their pieces. They develop one piece or two and they start their attack. So chess is fair, guys. Tactics favor the side that is ahead in activity. So if you want to be favored by tactics, make sure you are ahead in activity. Make sure you develop all your chess pieces. And from now on, I want you to pay attention. When you solve these puzzles, you will notice that the winning side's pieces are activated, whereas the losing side pieces are not developed. They are just laying there. So let's kill this demon once and for all. When you solve tactics, they already activated pieces for you. All your pieces are active. But when you play your game, no one will develop or activate pieces for you. It is your duty and responsibility to make sure that you activate your pieces, which is what most players don't do. I hope you will now be able to apply tactics in your actual games because we just killed those demons. And thank you guys for making my last week's video hit 1,000 views in just 3 hours. Now I know someone with 1 million subscribers might be like, what is 1,000 views? But for a small channel like mine with only 107 subscribers when I posted last week's video, 1,000 views means a lot. And if you got value from this video, please don't forget to smash that subscribe button. See you next week. Peace.